Let's go ahead and begin today's lecture.
What is vinyasa? Is that how you say it?
Yes.
Vinyasa? It is a link, connection through a sequence. It is a connection of breath that brings awareness to the body. It reminds to be in the awareness that everything we do, speak, every action or inaction has a consequence. When you act, speak, think without awareness, we are disconnected, and then we are usually not happy with the results.
So what do you think that means? In yoga, what do you think that means? Why is it so important for us to be connected? The vinyasa that we do on our on our mat has a lot to do with the vinyasa of our lives, right? It's sort of a connection. And so what we need to realize is that how many times have we not said something and hurt somebody else's feelings? Yes?
Yes.
Yes. And most of the time when we hurt someone else's feelings with our words, we're not aware that we hurt them. Right? They just all of a sudden stop talking to us and then we don't even know why. Does that ever happen to anybody? Yes. So what vinyasa is, it's not just the yoga, the type of yoga that connects the poses, but it's also vinyasa that connects our mind to our body and our spirit, right? And everything that you do or do not do has a consequence and a ripple effect. And it's been proven all the way from China to here. They've actually done studies where a butterfly that flaps his wings actually has a reaction, some sort of physical reaction, all the way over here to the United States. All the way. So even though you think I'm not going to say anything or I'm not going to do anything, so I won't get in trouble or I won't exacerbate the situation or whatever, by you not acting, by you not answering, it has a reaction. It has a consequence. Let me give you an example. How many of you guys have ever been in a situation where maybe your parents are sort of yelling at you and then you decide you're not going to say anything? And you're really quiet, and then all of a sudden they say, I'm talking to you, talk to me. And they get even more angry. Yes or no?
Yes.
And so, how many of you guys are doing it on purpose? All right? So every action you take or do not take, every word you say or do not say, has a consequence. Whether you feel it in your life or someone else feels it in their life, it has a consequence. So you have to remember that. It's time that you guys grow up. You're not children anymore. You're here in college. You need to know the power of your actions and inactions. You have the power, and some of you manipulate it very well. And we tend to learn how to manipulate it with those we love the most. And those we love the most are the ones we hurt the most, yes? Because they're tolerant to us. Yoga teaches us that whenever there is a disconnection, the results that happen from that disconnection are usually not pleasant. So we need to always be mindful. And we need to always be mindful of our thoughts. Why? Because I told you before that our thoughts create our beliefs create our reality. But now we're going in a little deeper. The feeling that comes from that thought acts like a motor on a motorboat, right? So if a motorboat is out on the water and the motor is not on, it's still moving forward or sideways or whatever. It's still moving, correct? It's just not moving fast. Would you agree? Would you agree?
Yes.
Yes? Would you agree, Ariane? Yes? Okay. If I turn the motor on, what happens to that boat? It starts running. It starts what? The motor's running, but if I turn it on, what happens to the boat? Say that again? Who said that? It's moving. And how's it moving?
Whatever you want.
Faster or slower, right? Faster or slower, because we said that it was moving slow when it was in the water without the motor being on, right? So if you turn the motor on, is it going to go faster or slower? So the emotion that we put to the thought makes that even go faster, makes our energy go faster, right? How many of you guys have said in your mind, have ever been angry at somebody? Anybody ever been angry at somebody, or do I have all saints in this room? Raise your hand if you've ever been angry at somebody. Okay, good. And when you're angry at somebody, how does it start? Does it start with a word or does it start with a thought? A thought. What kinds of thoughts? Pardon me?
Negative.
Negative? Okay. Give me an example. Bad words. You're angry at somebody, what happens? You think something bad, right? You think, like, what does it say? What do your thoughts say when you're angry? What do your thoughts say? Maria, what do your thoughts say?
You hate that person.
Okay, but what do your thoughts say? Like, what would you be thinking? If you were angry at me, what would you be thinking?
I don't want to talk to you.
Okay, so I don't want to talk to you, and then probably some sort of a flowery word like bitch, right? Right? Am I right? Right? And just that one flowery word all of a sudden gets you worked up, yes? And then all of a sudden that you feel that emotion, and then we've seen it. And then some people get all pumped up with adrenaline, and boom, it's like, and then pretty soon they've got a whole bunch of people that are in that same feeling space around them, all egging them on, yes? We don't even realize the power that we have with our emotions. So those thoughts that create those emotions make it even stronger. Think about the thought you have when you're feeling like you don't have something, right? Why do we usually go to the store and buy something?
Because you want to get something from the store.
But why?
Either you need it or you want it.
There you go, you want it. And when you want it, why do you want it? To make yourself feel better, or
Just to have it.
where is that coming from, though? Go deeper. Go deeper. What is it? I'm looking for the feeling of not having, lack. You want to have something because why? Because you don't have it. You're in the feeling of lack. And that feeling of lack is what causes us to have more lack. Would you agree? Think about that. Why do you want a new car?
To spend less in my house fixing the car.
So you want a new car because the other one you have doesn't work?
Mm-hmm. And it's old.
And it's old. So do you see where I'm coming from? We're making decisions based on lack,
Same line.
right? We're making decisions based on lack. Would you agree?
Yes.
And so what happens is when we make decisions based on lack, when we're not aware of that, we're not aware of the emotion, what happens is we actually call more lack to us. Right? So when you are buying something or when you are wanting something, you want to make sure that you're in gratitude. That you are in gratitude. Because everything that you are grateful for expands. It's interesting because people will say to me, God, I wish I had a car just like yours. And sometimes I ask why. Because my car doesn't work. It doesn't, it's not even as fast as yours or whatever it is. And they're immediately in the lack and they're feeling the lack. Rather than to focus on the gratitude, because it would be so awesome if I had a car like yours, because then I could really move really, really fast and it would be so awesome and I would look great in a car like that, and it just would be totally awesome to feel what it feels like to sit in a car like that. Do you see the difference? Do you hear the difference?
Yes.
We tend to make decision, and when there is a disconnect, when there's a disconnect from our mind to our body, and in that emotion, you're not even realizing that that's what you keep on focusing on. And that's what you're going to have more opportunity, because the universe is like a big genie. It says to you, your wish is my command. That which you feel, you will get more of. So if you're feeling lack, why do you want more money? Why would you want more money? Why do you want more money? Jessica, why would you want more money?
To buy whatever I want.
Why? Why do you want more money?
To buy whatever I don't have, buy
Why?
my ones, whatever they don't have.
Why?
Help them
Why?
because I love them, I want to help them.
Because I don't have, right?
Yeah.
The truth of the matter is I want more money because I don't have enough money. I have a hard time paying the bills. Every month when the rent is due, I have a really hard time and I get really stressed. ¿A poco no? Tell me that that's not true. That's really the truth. That's really the truth. That's how we want more money. Because we don't have, and we don't even realize it. Okay, I want more money because I don't have enough money. I don't have enough money to buy the car I want. I don't have enough money to buy the house. I don't have enough money to live in East Lake like I want to live. I don't have enough money to go to whole. Right? That's how we want more money. So where is the feeling? What's the feeling I'm feeling? Am I feeling gratitude for having what I have, or am I feeling lack for not having what I don't have? Lack. And it is the feelingness that is the disconnection. If you don't realize what you're feeling, there's a disconnection, and you don't even realize why. It's like my brother, right? I love him dearly, like I tell you that. But he doesn't have enough money. He doesn't have enough money because he doesn't have enough money because he feels that he doesn't have enough money. Instead of saying, wow, today I got $10 more. How exciting is that? I'm getting closer to what I really want. $10 more. Yes, $10 more. Do you see the difference? If you were to feel that, I guarantee you, money would come to you faster. Everything that you want would come faster. instead of focusing on what you don't have. And there's the disconnection. And that's what vinyasa tells us. There is a connection between the mind, the body, and the spirit. And when we connect it here on our mat, then we can make a better connection in our life so that we can move forward from there. Yes? Does that explain what vinyasa is? And how we take it from our mat into our real world? Yeah? Good.